Y'all, you read that title right. You clicked on that thumbnail, take you here. We have a 3-year-old brisket. We pulled it out of the freezer. We defrosted it. We're gonna get it on that pit barrel cooker. Coming up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cooking with CJ. I'm CJ. Welcome to my backyard. So glad you're here. Guys, I put it out on my social medias a little while ago about you pick my next video. And what I did was a freezer clean out. Got a deep freezer in the garage. So I pulled out a bunch of stuff. There was a pork brisket, a beef brisket, some crab claws, some lobster, and then ribs. All right. The majority picked the beef brisket from 2020. Was literally at the bottom of the freezer. I actually have another one in there too, so if this goes well, we'll go ahead and cook up that other one. We defrosted it, right? We pulled it out. I got it on my counter in there, and the first thing I wanted to do was actually smell it. Now, you guys know the nose knows, so if you smell it and it's an off-putting smell, soured, spoiled, whatever, then we're tossing it. But I cut it open, give it a good sniff, and it was good to go. All right, so to take the leap, we're gonna cook this bad boy. We're gonna do it on the pit barrel cooker. Now, I know a lot of my subscribers are here for ninja stuff, but your boy knows how to get down on plenty of other grills and smokers and whatnot. My whole backyard is lined up with them. I actually have a barbecue channel. It's CJ's Q. If you wanna check it out, I'll put a link for it up here and in the description. I'm gonna start putting a little bit more content on that too. Right now, it's just kind of like a short form kind of videos that I've been putting on there, but we're going back to long form on there too. So, if you don't mind, go over there, hit subscribe, and be ready for some of that more barbecue goodness. We got it out of the package, dried it all off, got it on the cutting board, and started trimming it. Now, this was pretty beat up. There was a big gash through it. Almost was able to separate part of the flat on there. I just went to town on it, trimmed it all up, left as much fat cap on the top as I could. With the pit barrel cooker, the heat's coming from the bottom. So we're gonna put the fat cap down on it, protect that meat a little bit with the fat cap. I took off all the silver skin from the top of the brisket, if you will, and then just kind of, I trimmed off any thin bits. I don't have a lot of room on this pit barrel. I'm not gonna hang it. We're gonna lay it on the grate. So I wanted to trim it up so it fits, but I also wanted to take off pieces that were just gonna, kind of dry up and just not enough meat to it. So we did a pretty healthy trim on it. This brisket, it was about 17 pounds. I probably took off about 5 pounds worth of extras. And normally I would take that and turn it into ground beef or whatever. But being that this is so old, I don't know if I'm really gonna mess with that. I put it to the side, we'll figure it out later. Once we got through all that trimming, started with the seasoning process, got a little soy sauce as my binder. Y'all can use W sauce, you can use mustard, whatever your binder preference is. And then I'm using Uncle Steve Shake SPG, the All-American SPG. Big, heavy, peppery, perfect for building bark on a brisket. Got it coated up, flipped it over, more soy sauce, coated up the top side of it, and then, just made sure that we covered all the sides, top, bottom. It's a big piece of meat, so it can handle a lot of that seasoning. Set it on a tray. And then now it's time to get this pit barrel fired up. We're gonna let that brisket sweat a little bit while this thing gets fired up. We're using Jealous Double whiskey barrel wood chunks in there today. We got that Fogo lump charcoal in there. Nothing left to do but get it fired up and get it on the grill. Kind of overtalked this one, but I really wanted to give the backstory on what the hell we're doing with this 3-year-old brisket. All right, stick around. Get this thing fired up, guys. Fired up, baby, fired up. Link below for the GrillGun. We're just firing up the middle of the pit barrel basket here, the charcoal basket. We'll use the minion method to burn towards the outside. Keep this fire going for a long time. Let's get a couple of those whiskey barrel chunks in there. All right, y'all, we got the pit barrel fired up. We got those chunks in there. We're starting to get a little smoke going. Gonna give it a few minutes, and then we'll go get our brisket on. Guys, we're going hot and fast with this one. I'm gonna keep it about 275 to 300 on that brisket. We got the temp spike in the brisket. When we see that brisket hit about 165, 170 or so, then we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap it in tin foil. We're gonna wrap it in tin foil with a little bit of consomme in there and finish it up that way, all right? I wanna get through this pretty quickly. It's about noon right now. Hopefully we can get it done by like 7 or so, but we're just gonna make it happen, all right? it is what it is. We're eating late. We're eating late. That's what happens when you cook brisket for dinner. All right, guys, y'all come back and we'll put this brisket on. All right, we got our grate in there. You said we're going fat side down. Don't forget to put your rebar in. Helps regulate the temperatures. Now remember, the heat's coming from the bottom, and that's why we put the fat cap down. Keep it on it, give it a good couple hours, and then we'll come out here and spritz it down. But we're just gonna let it go right now. Get that good smoke. Be good stuff, guys. All right, let's cover it up. We'll see you in a couple hours. We're an hour in. Getting that bark developed. Whew. It's looking good. Still a little tacky. We'll give it another hour. We're looking good. All right, we're an hour and a half in. Hour and a half in, let's take a look. Bark is pretty much set. I got a mix of beef consomme and water right here. We're gonna give this thing a spritz down. I'm gonna keep that thing moist, baby. We're gonna do this every, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes. Just gonna make sure we're moist. We're chilling. We're making it nice and moist. Hashtag moist. All right. We're temping out at 110 right now, so we got a ways to go. But looking pretty dang good. All the brisket's hitting that 165, 167 mark. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it. Now here's what I'm gonna do a little bit differently is I'm gonna finish it in the house, in the oven. As Harry Sue says, BTU is BTU. And I just think it'll get done a little bit faster in the oven inside. Once we get it into the oven, we're gonna let it go till it hits about 205 to 208. All right, we're gonna put that temp spike in there after we wrap it in the tin foil. We'll use our instant read thermometer as a little probe check. So once it hits that probe tenderness that we want, we'll pull it out of the oven, wrap it up in a towel, and let it rest at least an hour, and we'll slice into it. All right, let's pull the brisket out of the pit barrel, get it wrapped up in some tin foil. Let's get in that oven. Okay, let's get this rebar out. I'm gonna take the temp spike out while we wrap it. Look at that beautiful piece of goodness right there. Breezy out here. We're gonna get this thing wrapped up. We're gonna fold it the lengthwise to the spot right here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of beef consomme in there. Hydrate that bark a little bit. Sorry, the lighting is so crappy out here. Sun is right on my patio, but it is a beautiful sun, so we're good. We got plenty of consomme in there. Hopefully I'm not blinding you guys. We're gonna wrap this up nice and tight on the sides. Kind of tighten it up there. Really make sure we get these sealed up. Got our beautiful little present right there. All right, let's go get it in the oven. We're gonna finish it off about 350 for however long it takes. And of course, we don't want to forget to put that temp spike back in there. So we're up to temp on the temp spike. We're gonna do a little probe check-in. Oh, it's just going in like butter, baby. This is ready to roll. Went a little over. Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there. Piece of cake. All right, we'll pull this out. We'll let it rest for about an hour at least, and then we'll chop into it. Guys, we let it rest for an hour and a half. All right, let's chop into this thing. Pro tender. It's gonna be a juicy mess right here, guaranteed. Let's check this thing out, and then we'll taste test it. I think it's gonna be good. We don't have, there was no like any kind of freezer burn on it. There was no off-putting smells or anything like that. I think we got a good brisket, and I think Costco did a good job at packing said brisket. All right, let's chop up this thing. We got my Dalstrong slicing knife right here. I'm just gonna go half right into it. I'm not gonna lie, the tin foil did stick to the bottom a bit where the fat was, but that was to be, kind of expected. I don't believe in squeezing the brisket, but there's plenty of juice in there, baby. Get that flat cut up. That's a very big piece right there. Let's try to cut that in half. Or just completely destroy it. Think I overcooked it just slightly. But we can do some chopped brisket sandwiches. I've been asked to do that. All right, I can't really do the bend test for whatever reason. It's breaking right in the middle. But we'll do a pull test. It's coming apart perfectly. Beautiful. Good stuff. All right, I'm gonna finish chopping this up and we'll take a bite. We're done chopping it up. It is a bit of a mess. I'm gonna throw it out there. I overcooked it. When I was checking for probe tenderness, I could see that temperature hitting over 210. I think I saw a 212 in there. So letting it rest, it continued to cook. So it's overcooked, okay? So it does not look like much. It looks like a mess after I got slicing it all up. There were some big fat chunks, like fat hunks, or the decal, whatever. Slice that out, put it to the side. So what you're seeing right now is just the meat that we finished off, okay? Like I said, not very pretty, but we're gonna taste it. All right, so 3 years in the making in that freezer, and another 9 hours. But here you go, let's try it. We got a little piece of the point, which is my favorite part. So cheers, y'all. Guys, it tastes like brisket. Pretty damn good brisket, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, smoky, peppery. Got saltiness in there. Everything you want in a brisket. I feel okay. I don't think I'm gonna. Whoa. The brisket's fine. All right. This is gonna be dinner tomorrow night for us. I'm actually gonna chop it up, make some chopped brisket sandwiches, a little barbecue sauce. It's gonna be good stuff. But I commend Costco on their packaging. It withstood the test of time. It's good stuff, guys. If you want to get yourself one of those pit barrel cookers, of course I got a link down below for you. For that temp spike Bluetooth thermometer, guys, I stand by it. I swear by it. I dig it. Use it on all my long cooks. Link down below. Check it out. Save you a little bit of money. Helps out your boy too. All right. Knives, cutting boards, merch, all that good stuff, all in links down below. If you want to become a show producer like all the awesome people scrolling in front of me, people that would actually try this 3-year-old brisket, trust your boy to serve up a good brisket, hit that join button right next to the subscribe button, which you should have already hit by now. But other than that, guys, we're done. Listen, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.